Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another ship rundown. Today I'm just going to group a bunch of ships together. This is going to be one of your starter ships. This is going to be the Aurora series. So down in the hangar here you see I've got several different Auroras. In the lower left you've got the Aurora MR, or what's called the Aurora Marquis. Then the next one to the right is going to be the Aurora CL, which is also another name for the Aurora Clipper. And then the one in the upper right corner over here, that's actually going to be the Aurora LN. So another name for the Aurora LN, if I can pull it up here real quick. That is your Legionnaire version. So it's actually going to be, I think the Aurora LN is going to be the one in the upper left hand corner. The Aurora LX is the one in the upper right hand here. The LX is going to be your deluxe version. That's going to be your luxury. Whereas the LN is the Legionnaire, which is going to be your fighting ship. The CL, the one in the middle again, that one is your cargo runner. And then the MR is going to be your all-purpose Aurora. Let's go down and take a closer look. Now I came into my hangar today and it looks like a tornado went off inside, or maybe I had a bunch of kids running around. I have posters all over the place. You'll see under the Aurora CL over there where I've got some posters under it. I'll show it a little bit closer, but there's one right here in the middle of, right here in the middle. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. I'm kind of more orderly in my hangar, and I don't think it's good to have loose debris all over the hangar. So, let's take a little closer look at the Aurora MR. And you can get in this ship from either side. As you can see, it does have sleeping quarters, which you can crawl into. All the Auroras do, which is great because that means you can log in and out in the verse whenever this thing goes live. And we'll go ahead and get up here. This is your basic run-of-the-mill Aurora, one of the cheaper versions. There's also the Aurora ES. That's more of an exploratory model. I don't have that one in my list of ships to get right now. So, oh, whoa. I just glitched right out. Interesting. It's not in my list of ships in my hangar for some reason. I wish I could, tell you why, but it's not. So... And look, I've glitched out again. Interesting. Alright, let's move on to the next Aurora, the Aurora CL. This is the cargo variant. So underneath this Aurora, you'll be able to carry large cargo boxes. So, it's large is a relative term. It's going to be as long as this Aurora is. But you'll still be able to land with it and all of that. And of course there you can see all of my posters here just kind of hanging out. Somebody decided to throw them in a pile. That's okay. We'll get that figured out too. So this is the cargo variant. This is going to be for you guys starting out that want to run cargo. It's, a relatively inexpensive version of the ship. So I know a lot of people are going to be interested in doing this one. And actually you could start running cargo in the 3.0 when it drops. So we'll do some different videos in 3.0 on how to run cargo as well when it comes out. Again, there's a bed in here, and then here's your pilot seat here, which I'm standing on. And I just glitched out again. Very glitchy. Thank God they're reworking the Aurora, right? Okay, let's go ahead and move up to the next Aurora. This has got to be the Legionnaire version because I have guns on the wings. So you notice that all the other Auroras, we'll go back over here, they only have the guns on these points right here. There's only 2 guns on both of these other Auroras, the MR and the CL. There's no hardpoints on the wings for more weapons. The LN has 2 extra hardpoints, and they're size 2 hardpoints. So these hardpoints down here are only size 1, but these up here are size 2. Why is that? Because it's the Legionnaire version. This is the one that you want to take into combat. The others can do combat, but this is the one that specializes in a combat role. So that's what I would recommend if you wanted to do combat in one of these Auroras, is to get the Aurora LN, because it's going to be best suited for that role. And it won't let me sit in the pilot seat, but that's okay. Whenever, there we go. You have to scoot around. It's got dual joystick set up there, pedals. Pretty decent view out the front port. I don't know if they're going to change that or not. That would be very interesting to find out, because they are reworking the Aurora. And let's take a look at what this ship looks like here. You can see the missiles on the top as well. Not all the Auroras have that missile hardpoint either. Just the LN and the LX. The LN carries more missiles because, again, it's the militia version, the military version. Well, I can't say military, but it's the more militant of the Aurora series. That's your more of your combat ship. I do believe all of these will have some cargo carrying capacity, but I think the cargo carrying capacity of the LN is going to be greatly reduced because of the intended role of it. Let's take a look at the top down. The thing looks like a bug to me. It kind of looks like an insect. I don't know. The rework ought to be a little prettier, I'm sure, but yeah, to me it just seems like it's a bug. Some sort of beetle or something like that. Alright, let's get out of the LN and we'll show you the LX. You see you gotta scoot around the chair. Very tight quarters. You're really not going to want to transport people in this thing. I have jumped on board of one in the PU because I needed a ride and a guy was kind enough to let me jump in. So, you can jump in there. You're going to be standing, so let's hope it's a short trip, right? So this is the Aurora LX, which is your deluxe version. As you can see here, the seat in there is made of leather, so it's a little bit nicer. It should look a little nicer in here. Let's see if it'll let me in. And it did. So the bedding, I think, is supposed to be a little nicer. And the cockpit area should be a little nicer too. As you can see, that is a nice leather seat. Not a whole lot of difference between the LX and the MR, but it does have the missile hardpoint up top, as I will show you here. So it's got the spot for the missiles there. It also has the 2 guns in the front, which all the other Auroras as well have, but the missile hardpoint on top is a distinction between it and the MR. So if you want just a little bit extra firepower and a little extra comfort in the verse, you'll want to get the LX edition of the Aurora. So, to recap, there's the Aurora ES, which I have not shown you because it would not load up in my hangar. Then we also have the Aurora MR, which we will go take one final look at here. I think it just looks like a little grasshopper. Okay, so this is your Aurora MR. This is the Aurora CL. The MR is your basic Aurora. It can do a little bit of everything. The CL is your cargo variant. Maybe that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to load the pictures up as cargo. And then you have the Aurora LN, which is your combat-focused one, since it's got the 4 guns and the missiles. And then you have the Aurora LX, which is your deluxe model. So all in all, you have 5 different Auroras. They're all intended for different roles. They're all starter ships. So you guys who are new to the game, if you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on a ship, which I don't blame you, not many people do, this would be one of your starting ships you can choose from. Some of the other ships in the series that we'll do next will probably be the Mustang series. You can get those as starter ships, and then there's also the Reliance. We'll kind of go over those as well. But these are the basic low-end starter ships. A lot of versatility. They are not great at any one thing, but for starting out, I'm sure you'll be able to make enough runs in one of these things to build up enough creds. If you wanted to move into a new ship, you could. But that's going to be it for part 1 of the Aurora rundown. So again, I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy. If you like my video, press the thumbs up. Please subscribe. And we'll see you in the verse.